I was struggling with a couple things when I came here. I think the first thing I was struggling with is I was having some gut health issues, and at the same time I was having some low back issues. When you have issues like that, the biggest concern is what is going on. And when you don't know what's going on, and I've been to quite a few different doctors and nurses, they're trying to figure out the same thing. I just kind of felt lost in my own life, and it was a big deterrent as I was trying to build my business. How did I find out about you guys? I think we were running a business booth at Crunch, and you guys were right next to us. We loved what you guys were doing with the people coming in, and we loved how outgoing you were to actually ask us what our products were, but more importantly, ask if we had any issues. And that was the moment where I was like, yeah, I've been dealing with shoulder, back issues, and I remember Dr. Mack was so kind just to try a needle real quick on my arm and talk to me a little bit about how that gets deep into the tissue, into the muscle belly. And I was so excited about the information that he was giving me that I knew he was my guy. Did I have any doubts or fears about committing to care? So I've had a couple chiropractors in the past. And sometimes the practices were working and sometimes they weren't. So when I came here, I'm not gonna lie, I did have some concerns or questions, but the education and the quality of customer service here kind of soothed me. And as I asked questions, which I urge everybody to ask questions about their care, I realized that Dr. Mack was super knowledgeable, that his staff was extremely knowledgeable as well, and to relax my concerns, it really just came with asking questions and making sure I understood what was happening. So though I had concerns, I'm so glad I moved forward here because a lot of those concerns have been things that have almost empowered me to talk to other people in the community to let them know about the care that you guys have. What made me decide to say yes to practice here was the fact that you guys were willing to serve me first. So a lot of places you come in, hey, this is how much the visit is. Dr. Mack promised me on the spot, hey, I'll give you a free adjustment and a free consultation. In that consultation, he armed me with a lot of information that I needed to know about myself to get better. And in that adjustment, I remember 2 days later, I felt so much better. And I just thought, like, what incredible business practice to actually know that what you have your hands on is gonna change someone's life. So why not give it away one time for free so that they can experience it, so that they can tell other people and come back. The results have been incredible. I think initially I came for shoulder impingement. I did some dry needling there. That actually resolved pretty quickly. As we transitioned to concerns about gut health and low back issues, I was a little bit more tentative about doing those things because I've done them before and not seen the resolution. But what is absolutely amazing is I can't remember the last time my low back hurt unless I did something very silly in the gym. Whether that is predominantly the reason that my gut has kind of subsided, or whether that's just some of the lifestyle changes that you guys have told me about, stretches, activities that I can do at home, it has all kind of brought me back into the 20-year-old version of myself, which feels confident going to the gym, working out hard, not worrying about pulling my back and knowing like, hey, I'm gonna see Dr. Mack in a week anyway. So, anything that I've done, he's not only gonna adjust me, but he's gonna send me home with a protocol that I can continue to get better so that I can continue to progress in the gym. So the results have been amazing. And the biggest thing I've seen is I work out with a professional bodybuilder or a semi-pro bodybuilder, and just being able to hang with him and see the muscle results, the strength curve results, it's great because it literally reminds me of when I was in my 20s again. Because before that, there was always this threshold where I'd say, hey, that's it. Zach, you can't go any farther. You can't push any more weight than that, because I personally thought that was the ceiling. So really empowering. So how has coming here improved my quality of life? Just better sleep. It's really, really tough to sleep when you have low back pain, you're propping a pillow underneath you, or you're sleeping on your side. Same with my shoulders. When my shoulders were hurting, I shouldn't be, but I am a side sleeper. And so that would deter me from sleeping on one shoulder, then I'd sleep on the other shoulder, then that shoulder would be hurt. So, just being able to get a good 8 hours of sleep, wake up, feel rejuvenated, ready for the day. I have a business. I talk to a lot of people, so it's really important that I'm refreshed and ready in the morning to have those conversations. And it's crazy what I've learned about just the spine and the back and how all that plays into cognition. What would I tell someone who's watching this and they're unsure about the next step? I would empower you to take control of your life. That the decision that you make today will empower you for the future. And sometimes that decision is trusting someone else. And I know we're in a society where there's a lot of lack of trust right now, but what I can say from my own experience is this practice is trustworthy. And they have shown me enthusiasm that I've not seen in other practices, specifically going from doctor's office to nurse's office. So take control of your life. Be like, hey, I can change. I'm not too old. I'm not too decrepit or whatever you're thinking about yourself. And partner up with the people here. Dr. Mack is amazing. He has done so many amazing things for me. And I would say just step out on that branch of trust. Have the conversation, have the consultation. See if they're talking about things that are going to align with the version of yourself that you believe is possible. And if that is there, then I would take the jump. Because ever since I took that jump, I truly do feel like the 30-year-old version of Zach is back in the 24-year-old version of Zach who's, leaving campus and shooting over to the gym and just super excited to crush some weights again. That version of myself disappeared for quite some time. So it's all gonna come down to the choice and the action. But what I can tell you is these people care and they're really loving here. And they would be more than glad to serve you.